Hello and welcome to episode number 441 of the Markedoutwrestling podcast. My name is Adam Baum. I am your host. We're going to talk about all things Wednesday night tonight. Across the table from me is Brian. What's going on, Bionic One?
What the fuck is happening, my friend?
I don't know. I'm excited. I really like the way AEW 2 weeks in a row, little hot take, went off the air. Rody Rob is also here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are we tonight?
We would be better if I hadn't, and I'll throw myself under the bus, started the stream all wrong and had the thing on mute and God knows what else. But before we get too far into it.
Do we have a time code for that?
Yeah, write it down.
Okay.
Before we get too far into it, Brian, who is our ring lieutenants on our YouTube live chat board tonight?
Let's see. We got Stike on there. Shoji. What's up, Shoji? Anaconda Vice. Mika Meach. Justin Reside. And filing in Chad Kerwin. What's up, Chad Kerwin? How are you?
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Somebody new.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to look for tonight is...
Bang Bus, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to basically talk about the show open, side by side. We're going to talk about some overall match quality, the bookings, what stories they told, some rivalries to build on. Both of them teased a series of matches for next week as well. So, there's a lot to talk about. I feel, Rob, like just off the bat, I know we're late because we had to watch two shows, but also because just in general, we had to catch up, but this is much more exciting than we go on air on Mondays after we don't get an answer to a bullshit ending at a pay-per-view.
I think tonight was the telling part about tonight was last week we were all about who won the debut, right? And who came out big, who swung hard, who pulled their punches a little bit. And we got wrapped up in criticisms and nitpickiness, which we did, and that's what we do. And tonight was more of a focus on just good wrestling programs side by side. Overall, nothing. We don't have to shit on this. We don't have to shit on that. We can build that up and build that up. And both programs gave us excellent wrestling. Thank you for that, WWE NXT. Thank you for that, AEW. I'm excited about talking about it.
And what's great about it is, Brian, NXT never really has done this. And AEW, well, it's too soon to tell if they could do this, but not a lot of recaps. There's promos, there's wrestling. There's promos, there's wrestling. You're not going to go like, hey, here's what we had at the commercial break. Here's coming back from, there was none of that earlier on the show.
No, it was interesting to see AEW kind of, and they did it last week too. Their opening match before the match, they had two kind of promo packages. Not so much about like the story, so much just about like them as just characters on TV, because this is the first time that the audience is actually seeing them, especially Private Party. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting for them doing that. Also, what I like about it the most is having fucking two awesome matches, one on NXT, one on AEW. Like the first match for 2 weeks straight, phenomenal all around for both companies.
Yeah, I mean, nobody won. We said it last week. I know it's going to be cliche, but the fans won. Neither company won for now. It's too early to tell. I know everybody made a big deal about AEW winning the ratings war last week.
Sure.
It's your debut, you fucking better.
I know. Yeah. I kind of compare it to like, remember when the XFL came on and like their week one was like insane, but then every single week afterwards they just kept declining and declining. I'm not saying that's going to happen with AEW, but I don't think it's going to be fucking as crazy. I don't know. Do you think it's going to be even better this week?
It's going to be weird to me when guys get like just quick take Sean Spears walking down the ring going 0-2. Next match he's going to be 0-3. Like some of these guys showing their record is a really bad thing if you want the audience to buy in. You're turning everybody into Kurt Hawkins.
That's a good point. I will say this, though, on the ratings thing, about them winning the ratings last week and who's going to take the ratings and how is it going to progress as the weeks go on. Let's put in perspective here. When WCW and WWE were doing the Monday Night Wars, TV ratings was all there was, right? That was the only medium you had for visual stimulation.
There was no podcast to debate it.
Right. Well, that too. But now you have NXT, which you can watch the next day on the network. You have AEW, which you can watch on YouTube and all kinds of other pirated sites. So
you can DVR it. You don't have to set the VCR in the other room.
Yeah. You can't really judge how the progress of these shows are doing, success or not, based off of ratings anymore, because ratings are so antiquated in how we watch programs.
So then what's the true, like, how do you judge something, or how do you, I guess, like, what's a true rating for something in fucking 2019?
You know, you'd have to do a collective, right? You have to do a pivot table on fucking YouTube views and fucking
pie chart. I want to see a pie graph.
Ratings, and including social media follows and mentions. I mean,
algorithms.
It is so complex right now. So just completely full of different options that we should just appreciate the shows as being entertaining. And as far as people, every week they're going to go, this person won this ratings, this person won this ratings.
Yeah.
I don't think it fucking matters one bit anymore.
Plus, now you can watch pro wrestling on fucking websites, I don't know, such as like Pornhub and shit. Like, it's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
All the ratings are just across any kind of platform. So it's not really. There's not one way to judge.
I watch Pornhub wrestling shows while I'm wearing my markedoutgear.com shirt that I got for 10% off.
And I am once again displaying the All Elite shirt we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess this is, I don't know if this is is it an anti-WWE? I feel like it's more just like I like to save time.
It's our best seller.
Monday Night
I like to save
Well,
time.
actually, sorry.
Everyone watches their shows.
The Elite,
DVR.
the Elite shirt passed
That is
it.
true, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so real quick, it's very different to see, but one more thing before we move on. Brian, I think you were talking about earlier, you can watch any wrestling, Rob. Don't forget about Power. Power came on for NWA.
Hell yeah, it did.
Billy Corrigan took his shots at being a part of the conversation.
Well, not only that, but then we got Master P buying some shit up in New York.
House of Glory, baby.
Well, Corrigan at least
What?
has a television product.
Master P's got money.
He's got a lot of money.
Got a lot of fucking money.
No
and
limit.
who's his son? Lil Romeo, right?
I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
I think he's like Aaron Carter.
He was on the practice squad for the Hornets at one time.
I think what AEW has done more than anything is they have opened up the market to say, you know what? We can have more than one product now.
Yeah.
Not just two. We don't have to have a war. We can have nations built up around the country, wrestling nations built up.
And don't forget Ring of Honor, NJPW.
I think that's going to be the more deadly poison for the WWE main roster is the slow rise of indies into more mainstream, getting TV deals. This is a new era, a new age of professional wrestling.
It's exciting.
It is.
I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. So let's just quickly, next up we had some storylines and some rivalries built. I'm going to just quickly gloss over them, but I want to show what's there. Tegan Knox is coming back. Rhea Ripley just tore through Aaliyah and announced she wants Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Notice how he said positive things about Rhea?
Yeah, right? He likes Rhea.
Boy, and guess
He
what
does.
else is positive? I've wanted Rhea versus Shayna, but let's not forget Bianca Belair is still in the mix, and she reminds us later on that night, hey, Rhea, you need to go through me to get to Shayna. I don't know if they're just setting her up to lose there, but that matchup is something new, something exciting. The style of Bianca, can she lift Rhea?
Hey, you know what? Oh, I absolutely.
Yes. She was a power lifter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's going to – everybody in the fucking crowd's going to mark out for that one.
You should watch the combines with Bianca. It's insane. I'll say this, putting my kayfabe glasses on. Bianca Belair lost twice to Shayna Baszler, but neither one of them was absolutely clean.
One was completely dirty with the other UFC chicks getting involved. I can't think of their names.
And the other one was a stolen pin and a triple threat, or fatal four, whatever it was. So within the story, Bianca Belair has in no way moved herself out of main title contention.
It was like, and Brian, I don't know if this is something that you might know on the dirt sheets, but it was like Mia Yim and Io Shirai. It was something like, in their contracts for them to come over, we have to give them a title match in their first 6 months.
Who are you talking about
So
now?
we did it,
Shayna?
got it out of the way. Now we can go back to what we were doing.
Right.
Give who a title shot?
Io and Mia. Like Rob said, we had 2 screw jobs on Bianca Belair, and then she was out of the picture.
I think somebody like Mia was simply used to boost Shayna Baszler up to a higher standard, or to that champion that's running through the roster.
Sure.
Throw her at him.
Jay is on the board. What's up, Jay?
Turtle.
Chinchilli.
What's up, Turtle?
Oh, that's Turtle.
Yeah, it's Turtle.
Oh, my bad. I know Turtle.
No, I mean, having screwy finishes, I mean, all it really does is preserve her as a credible threat.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now,
But I do think you did a really good job of building division tonight, because you had Bianca and Rhea basically saying, I want a title shot. I mean, and legitimately getting in line. So that is a good build to division. I started with NXT on this topic. Brian, you can try and defend, but AEW's women side took a play from what ruined fucking WWE main roster women's division and chose to do a tag team Frankenstein match with 4 women.
So, what are you talking about, Rio and Britt Baker?
I have no problem with it. I guess maybe because it's the opening, like it's the second week show. You're trying to introduce multiple characters,
Right.
But NXT put 2 women's matches on. Why is AEW afraid to do that and had to do a tag match to force all 4 women here?
They're not forcing anything. I think right now
One
they're
was your
just
champion.
because they're not going to have she doesn't have to defend every single fucking week.
I mean,
right?
when you talk about the women, I'm sorry tonight, Brian. I think NXT won. You had a
solid
build
match
toward
though.
a story. You had an upcoming feud. Potentially, Bianca finally gets another shot at Shayna, or Rhea gets in line, or fuck, maybe a triple threat, or some weird stipulation.
And let's not gloss over the fact, two quick points here. Number one, in that Rhea Ripley match, let's give a credit to Aaliyah. We shit on Aaliyah a lot, okay? But Aaliyah has improved as a wrestler to the point where, you know this, Brian, you've been in the ring. Your opponent is just as much responsible as making you look good as you are.
Sure.
If not more. And Aaliyah did her job to make Rhea Ripley look strong and aggressive. I love that. And my second point is when it comes to the women on NXT, and I'm agreeing with Adam here, but I'm not shitting on AEW's women like he is the Bianca Belair and Dakota Kai match at the end was a fantastic match.
Sure.
Yeah.
Up and down. I mean, I don't know how anybody could not like it.
I mean, I'll give it to you. Really, I mean, there wasn't really anything of consequence with
There was
the
no
AEW
division,
Women's Championship.
is what
right.
I'm saying.
It was
the match was fine.
Right. It was a
the
solid
4
match.
women were fine.
But as far as story goes and progressing it,
Yeah.
I'll give it to NXT for sure. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, now here's a harder one. Board, get
Shoot
ready.
hard.
Get ready for this one coming up. Is there anything on the board that we need to go on the women?
Well, talking about AEW, DP just said to set up the impending tension between Riho and Baker. That's kind of what the whole.
I get it, but it wasn't as good of a build for the division.
Stykeleather says
Plus, I mean, we're already invested in how many months with all these women wrestlers in NXT. Like we're already in on that story. So this one's still very new.
Maybe that's tougher.
And Stykeleather's saying that the women's tag match was just a rematch from Fyter Fest. And sure, that's fine. But I wouldn't really call it a rematch because they are now introducing people for the first time to a larger audience. So Fyter Fest was, here's for you hardcore fans, we're getting you revved up. This is here introducing you to the larger audience of what AEW has to offer. I thought the match was fine. I'm still not sold on the women's division in AEW, and that is strictly because of ignorance to the talent.
Maybe in fairness, Rob, maybe that's my same issue.
Yeah.
Is I'm ignorant to
Well,
who these
I
people
appreciate
are.
your guys' honesty.
Yeah, I mean, and they have a Pokemon as their champion. So
Come on, a Pokemon.
I thought it was a pirate.
Is it
I think that's racist.
I don't know.
Real quick,
Yeah.
now we're going to have a hard discussion here.
Okay.
I think. I have my opinion, but I'll let you guys pick it here. We have the show open on NXT, a championship match, Lio Rush versus Drew Gulak, and we crown a new champion in Lio Rush. On AEW's side, we have Private Party and Young Bucks as the first match.
Killer
Part
match.
of their tag team championship match. That, by the way, Brian, that whole fucking field is wide open.
In AEW for the tag team?
Yeah, the whole tournament bracket I
mean,
feel is
now
wide open.
Now that the Bucks are out, yeah, of course.
And even before the Bucks were out, who
Eh.
would have thought they're going to lose first round? But now
it would make sense if they had won it.
it wouldn't because they're so close to Cody. It would have been like Cody winning the first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fine. Give it to him.
It's
Give
like-
it to
no.
them all. I don't
It's
give a
like
fuck.
Shane winning the title.
Yeah,
Fine.
I like that they're telling everybody in the world, "Hey, we're not just going to make this tournament for the Bucks. They're not involved."
I will say this: that as far as the Bucks are concerned, I was never a big fan. Right? I was not. However, I am growing on them in this new show. They are showing me things that maybe I just didn't see before. I'm not 100%, a Bucks mark, Brian.
Yeah.
But
You'll get there.
I'm getting there.
You met them at a Cracker Barrel.
I did.
Yeah, that was nice.
They're
You
pretty-
guys actually, thinking back too, like they were probably hashing out the plan for AEW.
Oh,
around
absolutely
that time.
were. Yeah, because Cody was there. I mean,
SCU.
the whole SCU, the whole crew
Brandy
was
was
there.
there.
I think only Christopher Daniel was there. Was Frankie?
I don't know about Frankie, but definitely Scorpio. I think from
Scorpio
the
was
pictures
there?
that
Scorpio
you
was there,
guys
yeah,
sent,
absolutely.
Scorpio
No, he was the guy I didn't know at the time.
And Brandy was there.
Oh yeah,
You guys
you're
were
not
fucking
mistake Brian
talking shit about her.
or Brandy.
Brian, for the love of God, will you just let me and my brother eat?
I said she looked better in person.
I didn't actually bother them for the record.
Unlike Jericho, the Bucks, Rob originally said, you can swear if you want, and they were like, no, we don't swear. Unlike Jericho, who dropped a bunch of curse words
he said
tonight.
shit.
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 Shit, fuck
He
balls.
put shit back in wrestling.
Shit and poop my ass.
Yeah.
Who won here? Private Party and Young Bucks,
Private Party
or
won.
the Cruiserweight Championship? No. I'm talking about head-to-head opening matches.
Ooh.
This is kind of your curtain jerk for both shows.
I mean, dude, this fucking match this could have been the main event on either show. Like it was that good, the tag match. Having it be the first match and having Private Party go over on the Young Bucks too, and kind of I definitely didn't see that coming. I don't know. I kind of assumed that. I honestly did. I thought the Bucks would at least advance just another round.
At least a second round.
Right.
No, I like that they're not even teasing it.
No, I agree. I agree with that. It's not a bad call at all. But I'll say, Brian, that both these matches were exactly what you just said. They were both surprise finishes. Because with Leo Rush's history outside of the ring with WWE, really, they're going to bring him back on a new show and give him a title. Right? They're going to put him over right away.
Haha, my man.
I'm telling you, man, that's surprising. And Private Party, another one. Yeah, you're right. I think that we all figured that the Bucks were going to get kind of the golden goose here.
Yeah. Or like Brian said, at least one win.
They are golden gods.
Or at least one win, right?
Maybe get to the finals and lose.
Now,
a lot of people thought they might be just the bridesmaid.
Now they got to watch out for the double-edged sword here, because where they don't want to come out winning all the matches because it makes them look like they're just taking advantage of their company.
Right.
They also don't want to go forever and just keep fucking losing, because then they're obviously capitulating.
Do you think
there.
they care though? Like,
yeah, I do.
Really? You think wins and losses? I know wins and losses matter, but
I think they
as the Young
do
Bucks
they matter?
do
not,
they matter?
Not
right.
winning losses, but I think they care as far as the image they're putting on their company, AEW.
But you think about it, the Rockers got destroyed fucking constantly.
Never won titles.
Yeah. I mean, just got destroyed constantly, and they had tons of fans. They put on great matches. They just got destroyed. The Hardys made a career out of that and then got put over.
Yeah,
finally.
but they weren't fucking EVPs in the company.
EVP.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that changes the
Again, I'm
discussion.
just saying, eventually they're going to have to shine. But right now, it is good for them to lay back.
DP on the board says Private Party versus Bucks, hands down. He says, I'm not even a fan of the Bucks, and I love that match. Private Party is money if they get their promo work down. Bangwa says, I think SCU in the tournament. Vice says Jurassic Express versus SCU in the finals.
I like that. All of them. I mean, this tag division in AEW, I mean, they fucking... Sorry, NXT. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But...
Well, I mean, NXT, yeah. I mean, what do they got? How many they got in NXT right now, really? You got Forgotten Sons.
Profits, but like...
Profits, but they're
not real.
They're on the fence of
What the hell was the name of that team that got
Undisputed,
killed tonight? I wrote it down.
They got the Metro Brothers.
There was a team that was supposed to fight tonight that got destroyed.
I think
I can't remember their name.
For all intents and purposes, NXT has always done right by their tag division. Have they ever had a large tag division? No. It's always been about three mains, a fourth and a fifth on the outside, and then some jobber ones, kind of hanging back.
The Ely brothers.
But AEW is AEW is clearly propping up a tag division, and I got to tell you, they just feel different from WWE. Not necessarily NXT, but WWE tag teams feel different. They feel less. I don't know what the word is here. But I watch AEW tag team matches, and I'm like edge of my seat.
Some
my
are
eyes
over
are
gimmicked,
open.
I think.
Maybe.
And some are...
No, you could say that about both
over gimmick,
both companies.
But the problem with tag team matches on the main roster WWE is they're so by the numbers, like the singles matches are. There's just nothing. You don't get shocked by anything that happens anymore.
And on AEW, that match, it was at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
and Leo's was a commercial break, but I'm going to give my vote to AEW here.
Yeah.
Hey, do I get a Roddy or do we do that on this?
You get a Roddy?
All right.
I'll give you a Roddy. Yeah. I'll give you a Roddy right
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Contrived is a good word, Daniel Price. Yeah.
All right. So we might as well do the bookend here. Let's do the main events.
Okay.
On NXT, Walter and Kushida. And on AEW, we go off air in a crazy melee. I think that match started as Hangman Page and Dustin versus Jericho and Guevara.
Part of the Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle.
Yes.
The Inner Circle.
I'm into
Board,
it. I like
let us
it.
know what you think about the Inner Circle name while we talk about this topic. But yeah, I like the name. I like the way they ended right now, having everybody come out.
Yeah.
Because it's early. We got to introduce a lot of people. Why did the Bucks lose? Oh, because they're going to fight Ortiz and Santana. That's why. They're going to get in that mix. Brian, you thought for half a second. Oh, wait. I forgot this part. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
MJF.
Mm-hmm.
Heel or face, buddy?
Brother, he is a full-blown face. At least tonight he
A
was.
fucking mega face the way the chants went off the air.
I think it is absolutely brilliant.
It is.
I think it's because he is. I mean, all he is in everybody's eyes is this asshole heel who can talk shit to a crowd, bully people, and to see his character immediately when the show comes out to be a face.
But we know it's happening. We know it's going to happen at some point. And
He's gonna turn
I don't know
on
if it's
Cody.
soon. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, even tonight, like you saw Jericho holding Cody up, but we thought it was going to happen tonight. I mean, for a split second, I thought he was already going to go and fucking be a part of the Inner Circle.
dude,
that was going to be the whole.
I guess the ending to
swerve.
Clue when it first came on. So I'm just saying.
What'd you say?
I knew the ending to Clue when it first started.
No.
I'm just saying. That's fine. The storyline, we know that's going to happen, Brian, and that's great. And I bet they do it well.
Yeah, and so it looks like the way everything played out, Jake Hager was kind of matched up with Adam Page. They had their fight off to the side. Bucks and Cody and MJF ran out to help Dustin, who was by himself there.
What if Cody's the one that turns on MJF?
And then we have the Inner Circle.
Instead?
I would love it.
What if he undercuts him somehow and he becomes the mega
American
heel?
Nightmare.
And then imagine how big that fucking makes MJF. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I just hope that MJF stays heel on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, did you see him last week after the show?
Yes,
There
that's
was
why
like
I'm
a
saying that.
12-minute YouTube clip of him just fucking. I mean, he wasn't. It was almost like a little like a post-show presser,
Right.
Almost, and him just fucking taking digs at all roster members, digs at the people in the room. It was
Right.
great.
Him as a face, all he has to do is roast the guy he's about to fight coming down the ring. Just roast him, and I think he could do a fucking great job at it. Just don't become a pandering face. I don't want to see MJF pandering to the crowd.
Yeah. And if that wasn't enough, here comes Darby Allin on a skateboard. Just for shits and giggles.
Are the X Games around that? No, I know he's like he's a skater. That's his thing. It's his gimmick.
It was
pretty cool.
Exactly. Pretty cool. I've never seen anything like it. It was a good little pop.
I don't want to get caught up in the. I feel bad about. I'm about to say this. I don't want to get caught up in the. They're not big enough conversation because wrestling has changed.
Yeah.
Littler guys can certainly go. So that's great. And Darby Allin, I think is fantastic in the ring. For me though, starting out, a title match for him, it just seems premature.
It's just on. Yeah, but it's on Dynamite. Whatever.
Okay.
It's their TV show. It's not like he's like headlining a pay-per-view.
Okay. I mean, I'm not angry about it.
And he hit the goddamn coffin drop too. That's fucking awesome.
That's true. That's
Daniel Price says, all due respect to Kushida and Walter, Darby riding down on the skateboard was very innovative. Inner Circle's fine, but they need better shirts. Stike says MJF is going to screw Cody at Full Gear, and that this is a fake face run kind of thing here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anaconda Vice, I like the name. I've never seen anyone ride a skateboard down the ramp. It was good. The Inner Circle name's awesome for Justin.
That's not true. The Dynamic Dudes. Fucking.
He said he's
yes.
He didn't say it's never happened. He said he's never seen.
I forgot about the Dynamic Dudes. Holy shit! Who was in that again?
Shane Douglas and Laurinaitis.
That's right.
And,
God.
And Bangba
I love
says,
them dudes.
I dig it because they explain why it's the name of the stable, not just here's our stable and you're going to like it.
Well,
Yeah.
We might as well talk about the earlier parts of the night. The fans were chanting when they announced the name Inner Circle. They were chanting, "We the People." And what happened? Jericho shut him down, said, "We the People is dead and buried." What did he call creative shit? I got to look at my notes.
It was a bad idea from creative.
Yeah. It was
Dead and buried.
Yeah. Obviously we know who he's talking about.
Right.
There's no question
absolutely.
who that shot is fired at. Again, with the throne, with everything else, do you think WWE ever responds?
Braun Strowman is going to come down the ramp next week.
He's going to give him those hands.
On rollerblades. They already have a fucking vert ramp as it is.
He'll
so.
miss his spot and just keep going like Tyson O'Neil under the ramp.
On roller skates.
I honestly, I mean this. I honestly think that WWE really doesn't give a fuck.
No.
I don't think They've got their talent locked up. They've got their money locked up. They've got their longevity locked up. They don't give a fuck.
But isn't it weird, though, that, like, right when – so they bring Hager in last week, Jack
Yeah.
Swagger. Okay, he's like an MMA guy. He's their version of it. And then the following week, they bring in fucking Cain Velasquez and what's his nuts?
Tyson Fury.
Like, okay, you're going to bring in an
Way to
MMA guy?
snap at me.
We'll bring – thank you. Yeah, sorry. We'll bring in our version of that. Get the fucking biggest boxer. Get one of the – I mean, he kind of was one of the biggest heavyweights at one point.
I don't think that. I think it's a coincidence. I don't think there
You
was.
think so?
I don't think there was any intentional.
I mean, I know those plans are, they're made a little bit more in advance, but still,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the timing of everything is just odd.
Oh yeah, I mean, but AEW premieres during premiere week while they go to the Fox.
Sure.
I mean, they had to pull out big shit. I hear what you're saying, and in conspiracy theory wise, it sounds great, right? Put on my tinfoil hat, I'm down.
Oh yeah,
but I just don't buy that it's a thing of reality.
Soji says I'll jump on Brian's bandwagon for Kushida this time only because there's only so much I can see. Goldust and Jericho for so long. MJF saved that match. Don't hate me now. Here's my quick take on this. Okay, Walter Kushida, a great match.
And I don't even like either one.
It did nothing though
How can you say that?
for your build, for your whatever. It didn't do anything for the division. It wasn't for contendership. It really had no consequence. On the other show, as lame, which it was a way worse match, as lame as watching Jericho and Goldust fight again, even though they had different tag partners. Aftermath went off the air with a lot of story, build, rivalries, head-to-head, standing,
similar at NXT last week, actually.
Right. So they went off the air, I think, better than NXT, who after the match with Walter and Kushida just goes and says, yeah, Ciampa's fighting next week. He's going to fight Angel Garza.
I personally think that Goldust or Dustin Rhodes and Jericho are smart enough to know what they're doing. And I say that meaning that if that match was not entertaining you, or if you're like, oh, shit, look at this, we've seen this, I think it was an intentional thing. Let's go in there and show them the old school, and let's wrestle in the old way. And then let's have all these new young faces come out and just disrupt and show how different it's going to be. I thought it's brilliant as far as telling a story, making a point.
I don't disagree.
Good point, yeah. No.
The other thing Bangbus wants to point out here, Jericho shouting, Viva La Raza, while Jake was next to him. Wasn't Jake deporting Mexicans with Zeb Coulter back in the day?
Oh, yeah. It's Eddie Guerrero's birthday.
Yes,
today.
that's what I was going to segue to.
Oh, sorry.
Happy
Cut you
birthday,
off.
Eddie. I like all the stuff on Twitter. A lot of people sharing, their favorite moments and stuff.
What was he? He would have been 52
He
today?
would have been 52.
Fuck.
That is correct.
Think he would have been wrestling still?
Fuck yeah.
Like Crown Jewel,
Probably.
Eddie Guerrero versus Elias?
Probably. No, I hope he would be in AEW with Chris.
You think?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They
I
might.
don't know, though. Vince gave Eddie the fucking world.
But
Eddie was loyal.
Ray, he's on fucking WWE.
Yeah, there was a Latino champion of WWE long before there was an African
And
American.
potentially his son. This would have been the perfect time. Fucking Dominic is on TV. Dominic
What
at
does he
one
look
point
like, S.A.?
was Eddie's son.
Dominic
a
was in the
storyline.
main event against Kushida.
That's true. He's on. Yeah, that's right. He's doing double duty
That's
right
right.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
German Dominic.
Yeah.
We are Dominic.
Imperium. Also,
Or-
by the way, Imperium to me it sounds like per diem, right?
Per diem?
So
Per diem.
quick
Per
vote
diem.
before we move on. I'm going to give
Taint.
NXT the match in terms of main event, but I'm going to give AEW the win in terms of the way we went off air.
I agree.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah, I got no argument.
Brian? Fair
Yeah.
enough?
No. Yeah. I really like the way AEW went off. I know that they're culminating into some sort of big fucking 5 or 6. I don't even know. 10-man tag match.
Yeah.
Like Survivor
it's
Series
5.
style.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do, or if they're going to come up with some new war game style gimmick.
Well, who could it be? Because who came in at the end?
No. They've already got their 5-on-5. It's MJF, the
Right.
Bucks, and the Rhodes, and on the other side, it's the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
I would put money down that Cody, and probably from his daddy, or maybe from himself, maybe it's from more or less from his daddy, has a notebook full of gimmick matches that have never been used, and he's just waiting to pull them fuckers out.
Or he found a journal. Yeah, it's maybe not an unused thing, but he's looking through and going, "Oh, we never did this. We never did that."
Yeah, like Prince with writing songs. He had like 3 million of them
Oh yeah.
And-
By the way, I think an album just dropped for
Fuck
Prince,
you.
out of the vault. I think they dropped an
No.
album recently, or it's about to come out.
I'm fucking down.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I think the first set of them. They did that with Hendrix when his family got the thing. But we're off topic with music.
Yeah, exactly.
So rounding out again, that's how we give it here. Rounding out the cards, we have Roddy versus Isaiah Scott. Good positioning there. We had the return of Dakota Kai. I know we talked about Bianca and Rhea, but Dakota Kai is who Bianca beat. We had Breezango against the Forgotten Sons. Great. We had Boa against, Grimes, Cameron Grimes.
Are we sure it's
Cameron
Boa
Grimes.
and not B-O-A?
Is it BOA? I don't know.
It's Boa.
I am not a Cameron Grimes guy.
Excuse me?
I'm just not feeling him.
Well, I mean, the match didn't end. Killian Dane came out and basically destroyed Boa.
Yeah.
Is it so much? It's not so much his ring. I mean, you got to see him as working when he was doing the thing as Trevor Lee.
He's very blah to me. Like,
I mean, he's doing a new thing in NXT right now. Did he have the top hat and like the vest? Like I know that's how he's been coming out.
That's his thing, man.
Yeah, I know, and I don't really like it in NXT. You got to see him in Impact or even on the Indies before.
Yeah.
The Carolina Caveman.
Okay.
Hey, and when talking about two shows, sorry, board, if we can't keep up with you, we'll get back to you.
Real quick. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Chris Recycler says there was a report that Cody was trying to buy War Games from Triple H and WWE. I'll give you my take on that. That'll never happen.
And he's trying to trademark Battle Bowl and Bash at the Beach.
Battle Bowl?
Battle Bowl.
Battle Bowl.
Battle Bowl.
Battle Bowl.
That's a. I don't know.
They're going to
if I
fight
like
in
that.
a
Super
toss
Bowl.
salad bowl.
Is that one of Dusty's fucking lost matches?
I don't know.
Yeah.
On the
Battle Bowl?
AEW side, rounding out the card,
Salad on a pole.
Is it like a roller derby?
we
Yes.
have Jimmy Havoc
Speed
and
speedball.
Darby Allin fighting for number one contendership. That, of course, we already talked about. Darby Allin won. That's why he came out later in the night. We also had the debut, I guess, of John Moxley against Spears.
Not so much his debut.
The Dynamite debut.
Well, no, it said 0-0.
That's
next to his record because
he
MRSA.
had an unsanctioned match too. So the
Yeah.
ones that he had, that was like a no rules.
Oh.
Remember that gimmick?
Doesn't count.
So he doesn't really actually
So
have
he's
a match.
1-0. So I wonder if they're going to fudge records all the time by, it was a no contest. It didn't happen.
They had an event in Puerto Rico.
I bet you he wouldn't have lost to Hell in a Cell to a DQ.
Wow.
But you do have some build here. You have pocket commentary during the Mox and Spears thing. You have Omega come and stare down Mox, and Pac get back involved.
Excuse you forgot something. You had Kenny Omega come out with a fucking barbed wire broom.
Okay.
You want to be unique.
small
I
detail.
love it. Yeah.
He had a bunch of weapons. I'm sorry I forgot the broom with the barbed wire.
I would have preferred a mop.
Oh, Stike
Moppy.
is recommending 1992 Battle Bowl. Huh. So
Hey,
it's a thing.
Z-Star336, thanks for joining us. They say, would Ricochet do better in AEW?
Yes.
No contest.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
He's still having fucking crazy matches.
Right,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I bet you he owns Prince Puma if he wanted to go.
No, Prince Puma is fucking.
It's
What's it
not
called?
his
Ring of
own
Honor.
intellectual
Sorry,
property.
no, not Ring of Honor. Lucha Underground.
Lucha. Element Lucha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not
Which-
his.
Does Lucha Underground even exist anymore?
It's still a thing. Like they're not shooting, but
Johnny Mundo ain't
it's
there.
trademarked. Yeah, but they're not going to be.
AEW's going to buy the library. I don't know.
I mean, someone will at some point potentially.
Yes, Soji, it looks weird having Ambrose in a WCW type of atmosphere. Hey, Juan's here to wish me a happy
Juan.
Yom Kippur.
Juan.
How do you say it?
I don't think you wish anyone
Kippur.
happy Yom Kippur. Yom
Is he-
Kippur is the Day of Atonement.
I thought it's Yom Kippur.
Hum.
Yom
Do it for the
Kippur.
Kipper.
Yom Kippur.
Do it for the Kipper?
You guys are horrible.
Am I offending you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I
You
can't
upset?
be offended.
Please listen to my voice.
Did you celebrate?
Take it from the
What do you
wise
do?
old Jew.
You basically, it's like a yearly confession. We're like, hey, yeah, we did some shit last year. We're sorry. Okay, cool. Move on.
Oh.
You mean,
there-
so
there-
annual confession.
Yeah, there's a little fasting involved, I believe.
You're not doing that.
All right.
Yeah, no. No.
So it's like
I-
an airing of grievances.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I consider my Jewishness more of an ethnicity than a religion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't practice.
No. Thanks, Juan. You fucked this whole segment up. Like coming and wishing me a happy
He said it's a holiday.
Yeah. Did you get a day off work?
I don't know any Hispanic holidays. Is Cinco de Mayo a thing outside of the U.S.?
I thought we'd get drunk.
Yeah.
We're way off topic.
Yep. I'm Irish.
All right, so who won the rest of the card here? Like I said, we got Breezango and the Forgotten Sons, Boa and Grimes, Roddy Isaiah.
I mean, on paper, that card for NXT is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, solid. Don't forget Keith Lee had his promo moment.
Well, no, I'm getting to that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, who won that segment between those?
No. Who won like the
show.
filler matches? Who the rest of the booking kind of thing? Who filled out their card with some good matches?
I think NXT.
It could be said that having a number one contender match helps, and having a tag team match that had consequence, it's really tough.
But can you take into account like the atmosphere? Because like the fucking crowd in Boston was insane, like all show. And I know with NXT,
Sale.
yeah, but it's still like
less of a volume. He's
yeah,
right.
just visually.
When you
like,
have 16,000 going against 600, how many fit in Full Sail?
Yeah, not that many.
It's
not even that many.
Okay, so Brian's got a point. When the crowd is going lit, when the crowd is chanting something 1 minute and probably will never chant "We the People" again.
A Raw in Chicago is way better than a Raw in Greenville, South Carolina.
Right.
I mean,
That's what happened tonight for a little bit there.
Sure.
I think it's kind of a push. There's not much here. What Rob was talking about, we'll talk about the teases for next week. Next week we have, Tegan Knox's return. We have Keith Lee versus Dick Jack, Dominic.
Dijak.
Dijak the Dick.
Dijakovic.
Yeah. I think we'll have Finn.
Dr. Jekyll.
Because there was a vignette. And we're going to get Ciampa in-ring return actual match against Angel Garza. And they teased 2 weeks from now. This is another promo part we have. Velveteen came out at the end of Roddy's match with Isaiah Scott after the numbers game and Cole talking shit. And Roddy says Velveteen said he's coming for Roddy's title in 2 weeks.
You forgot to mention Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest.
Well, I did.
For next week.
Oh, for next week.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
I don't have that on.
No.
And then on the other side, we've got Darby Allin versus Jericho next week in a title match.
That'll be cool.
And we've got another part of the tag team tournament.
Although I just feel I have a feeling that it's going to end with just a group melee. Inner Circle's going to be out there. Then I don't know who else is going to make the save for.
I guess
Allen.
I look at it like this, Brian. That you have the two shows, and like let's say you choose a DVR one and watch the other live. Those two matches, Brian, I'm watching the Darby Allin Jericho match live. I'm DVRing and watching Velveteen and Roddy afterwards.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Anaconda Vice, Dia de los Muertes, Drew. Christopher Stykeleather, Bianca versus Dakota was good. Daniel Price says, Damian Priest, screw that nonsense. His name is Punishment Martinez, god damn it.
That's right.
That's true. Let's see. To be fair, full Sail crowd is the same people every week. Crowd will get tired at one point, Bang was saying. True. Styke also points out Velveteen and Ciampa promos were funny as hell. And Z-Star336 says, what's the deal with CM Punk? He had an offer, it looks like, on the table from Fox, and Booker T is with Renee Young instead. So I don't know.
On the bump or whatever? Well, they're doing the bump.
No, they're calling it backstage. WWE backstage.
They have two shows. There's backstage, and then there's also the bump.
Oh, well, the backstage.
That's the FS1 show?
I think so.
Whatever whatever show was on FS1, that's the one that
I don't care what
Punk tried out for.
I don't care what Punk said on that podcast or that interview, whatever. I'm not going to believe anything with Punk until I see it with my own fucking eyes.
Yeah, until he actually comes there. I do believe that he wants to try and get a deal where he's not CM Punk. He's not wrestling. I do believe that he wants to try and avoid that, but if he wants the money, they're going to tell him,
hell yeah.
Look, you're going to be in the ring for us.
I have a hard time believing, though, hearing him, because he's got to put over stories and like all these different characters and stuff, and I don't know, it'll be hard for me to like hear, although I want him to be involved, like I miss him.
How do you think Excalibur got his job? That's Punk under there.
Oh,
is that what it is? He's fucking that's an insult, man.
That's a conspiracy.
All right, is AEW allowing children in this show? Because I didn't see any.
Yeah,
I wonder. I mean, with Jericho dropping F-bombs and stuff like that.
No F-bombs, S-bombs.
I don't think that there is the word allow is a thing. I don't think that most this is young guys in their 20s and 30s that are out there in early 40s.
Yeah, I mean, you can take your kid to an R-rated movie if they're 5.
Yeah.
That's your parental decision.
Like you brought your kids to see it too, right?
No.
Oh,
I they didn't see the first one.
true.
Yeah, the crowd right now is exactly what I've been saying it was going to become for years. It is the early NWO Attitude Era crowd, full of mostly men in their middle, younger years, late 20s, early 30s, and they're just fucking testosterone booming. But now you got more of a women's element in that too, that are rough and rugged, and that's sexy as hell, by the way. So yeah, right now you're seeing a transition of fans, and it's lovely.
Now, end of the night, guys. Who won? Who do you cast your vote for?
For everything?
For everything. Take everything we just talked about. Brian, you got to give me one. Rob, you got to give me one. If you guys need to think for a second, I'll go first. I think AEW.
You didn't give us an option, but go on.
Well, I like to talk first.
Yeah, okay, go.
I think AEW won. The MJF swerve, freaking huge. Freaking huge.
Huge.
The Bucks being out of the tournament, huge. Those are two things you don't see coming. Inner Circle, I like the name. There was a lot of good stuff. That's not a knock on NXT. You did have a new champ, Leo Rush. You had Walter and Kushida. Hell of a fucking match.
Per diem.
You had Dakota Kai's return. I really thought because she was returning from injury that they would let her go over Bianca, but I'm glad Bianca held up.
No, she came back last week.
Yeah,
this is like her second match.
Yeah.
Back.
I thought it was her return match. Oh,
No,
I'm getting confused because she was talking with Tegan Knox.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Tegan Knox came back.
Finish your thought.
No,
right?
she comes back next week.
Okay.
She was talking tonight to Dakota Kai. That's why it's all blending in.
That's right.
AEW, my winner. Again, I don't think this is a shocking thing because they're new. They're fresh. This is something brand new where NXT plays a long game. They've already had their sequence of events to play out every 3 months for a pay-per-view. Not, we got to rush it all in.
Right.
You jam-pack like Dynamite, that's what we got. Rob?
Me?
Yep.
Let me put it this way. I'm going to give my win this week to AEW. And I don't think that's because of any fault on NXT's side. It's all everything here is positive. Everything here is fucking rose-colored flowers and fucking love. The NXT, their focus is on developing these talents. Regardless of what you want to say about them being on TV, they are still a developmental program for the WWE. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. It's still the fucking truth. They're still going to be picked by the main roster shows. I'm sorry.
They're going to change that.
Well, maybe. But in the meantime, that's what it is. So for me, NXT is producing a product where they're highlighting future talent. The matches are more important in NXT because they want the in-ring work. You're not going to see a lot of the fluff. AEW is creating a story-based television show with characters that they must introduce. Tonight was a really good night for introducing the characters. Tonight was a really good night for professional wrestling in the ring. And yes, there were some great backstab moments and faction-on-faction moments. I hope that they don't every week get into this habit of having the big faction moment at the end like NWO did for fucking 5 years straight. I want to see somebody stand tall and they cut the fucking credits eventually. But yes, tonight for me, AEW was more intense and more fun and more interesting.
And NXT, to their credit, they didn't trump out all their stars this week.
No,
we didn't see all the big names. We didn't see
did get some new ones,
Gargano,
though.
Ciampa, Cole in the ring. We didn't see any of them.
And again, I'm not hating on NXT. I thought NXT was a fucking fabulous wrestling program. Yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, that's the thing here. We're being nitpicky. It's a close finish. Pretty much most people on the board are saying AEW. What about you, Brian?
I got to go with AEW too. I think. You guys know where I stand in this. Not much has changed since last week. This week's episode, though, it really did. It introduced a little bit, some new characters. We finally got to see Shawn Spears. I guess Moxley kind of sort of made his
debut last week. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Britt Baker didn't. We got to see her.
Britt Baker, B. Priestley,
Dr. Britt Baker,
Doctor. Yeah,
DDS.
DDS. Yes.
She can DD my ass.
But the whole thing with MJF,
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
And getting the name Inner Circle, that was one of the big questions too last week. Was what are they going to name? Are they going to be the Bubbly Boys? Are they going to be
Evolution is a mystery.
Yeah.
You think they're drinking the bubbly right now?
No. Drinking the bubbly? Probably.
What if they were
They've been off air
Revolution?
for.
Revolution? Ooh,
That'd be a good one, though.
no.
I would just like one time, just in the Fozzy voice, for Jericho to go, "Revolution is a mystery,"
Yeah.
or even go, "Creative is a mystery." Like, just take a dig.
Now,
I think the Cody faction would be great to be called Revolution because you're playing on Evolution as name number one, but you're also revolting against the WWE model that everybody's grown up to now for the past 20 years. Revolution's a great fucking faction name.
could be.
Better than the women's revolution
But-
that WWE stalled out with the Bellas on.
Finishing it with, it still has to go with AEW. One of my other reasons too, we haven't talked about it yet, was AEW Dark, the card. I don't know if you guys have heard what they had in store after the show. 'Cause
See,
that's their
I thought
YouTube. That's their YouTube original show. That not original, but it's aired on YouTube. It's the card after each Dynamite episode.
Yeah.
So it's 3 matches. It was Kip Sabian against Peter Avalon and Sonny Kiss in a triple threat. Dark Order versus the Hybrid versus SCU and Shima Jack. And SCU and Shima. Okay. And the Kenny Omega versus Joey Janela in an unsanctioned lights out match.
Wow.
So it's truly dark. Nobody
Wow,
can see it.
Yeah,
They're going to be making
They
some
passed out night goggles.
They're going to make some fucking bank off of YouTube, bro.
for sure.
Doing that. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it's smart. You're not setting up extra cameras and stuff, and you're getting your fans in the seat for the time that TV taping.
Yeah.
We all remember that Sin Cara Ryback match that nobody was in the crowd to watch.
Nobody.
So
Nobody.
it's smart. You're creating an extra brand, almost an extra TV show without any new production.
Yeah.
They don't have to. I mean, I know WWE does it with Main Event, so it's not like WWE's not doing it.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's good. Most of the board, like I says, is going that. Teddy says, Brian, remember when you used to host an NXT show and it got canceled?
Oh, it didn't get canceled. It's just like I said, we're just kind of brainstorming and just kind of throwing ideas out there.
Hey, I want to address all the people on the YouTube live chat board real quick. They're like, oh, good job, Rob, coming to the fucking seeing the light and all this stuff. I'm proud of you, Rob. I was not shitting on AEW last week. I was critical of some things I thought they could have done better, but I clearly said many times, fuck it, y'all are trolling me. I'm fucking done with y'all. Go ahead.
Mangus, we did not check the tape. We did not forget to mention Pac hitting Kenny from behind. I was in the middle of mentioning it when they wanted to talk about the broom and the barbed wire.
Right.
So, but we did get it out.
Dab room.
I like that we can have an open discussion. I like that we're now getting excited to do this podcast to talk about these two brands. After the shitstorm that was Sunday, after the cop-out that was Monday, are we excited for Friday? Little tease for next week. Are we excited for the draft?
I am only excited about the draft. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I wouldn't be as excited about the draft if there was not personal implications for me.
Obviously.
Yeah. So
But beyond kayfabe, would you give a shit about this draft? And
no.
we had a shake-up 4 months ago that
It's all
didn't make
the-
a fuck.
I would
It's all
care
the
about the
same.
draft. It's I don't know. It's kind of intriguing. The
Yeah.
only thing I don't really fucking give a shit is the whole Cain Velasquez. Like, I'm sorry. It's not so much about Cain. It's really Brock, I guess.
Yeah. Did you see Luke Harper going a little crazy on Twitter?
yeah.
This is the end of the show board, so you can just throw in some extra stuff here.
Hey, it's Wednesday. You know what that means.
Yeah, hump day.
Hey, Steeler Stout.
So, real quick, though, Luke Harper said, I guess, apparently dropped the F-bomb, and WWE's mad at him because he dropped the swear word on Twitter. I didn't get the whole gist of it, but everybody's talking like, well, there goes Harper. He's going to add 6 months to his contract.
I don't know what to say about this. I'm trying to come up with a clever way to. It's stupid. I mean, first off, do they
it be a
pay them?
gimmick?
Are they? I don't know if they are. This is something maybe I should find out. I don't know if they're paying them for the Twitter to be on Twitter. They may be. So if that's the case, then then I guess there's some grounds there. If not, fucking back off, bro.
Well, you saw what he put. He changed his. He said DMs are wide open. Blah blah. Like
Yeah.
I mean, he went a little nutso.
I think he's just fed up.
He was wearing a Snapcase shirt last week.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's like when you break up with a girl and then you get back with her, only for her to do the same shit you broke up with her the first time before. You're like, fucking really?
Oh, so Cain Velasquez, according to Soji, is getting surgery.
Is he getting lipo?
No, I believe knee the way he was moving. Me cussing because the Gypsy King was on Raw. Teddy says, Oh,
Cussing good or cussing bad? I don't
yeah.
know.
And Teddy says he OD'd. That's why he's been missing, but
Oh,
he
he's
didn't
been-
die.
Oh,
I've been
jeez.
cussing. Ha ha. I'm Teddy
terrible.
Two Stone Heart. Ha ha. You gotta get my lucky weed. Ha ha ha. Sorry.
Bangma says, don't think Luke cares about what WWE management is bitching back. I feel like the only reason he returned was to just get his stock up. He looks good.
Yeah.
He moves good.
Yeah.
I hate his gimmick with Rowan.
Yeah.
I like him on his own.
Oh, I want it to be a bludgeon bro.
Future endeavor. Zack Ryder was on Twitter, too. He said he doesn't care which show he lands on, but he's excited to prove himself once again and steal the show or whatever.
NXT UK.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys just they got so much talent on the roster that it would no shade to Zack Ryder, but it would be hard to say whose spot he should take in the regular rotation. You know, because there's just so much talent.
He should go to AEW. He's fucking. He's boys with Cody. Like, imagine having like an actual company
and
behind
Britt
him.
Baker and Chelsea Green look alike. Just have him go over there and him and Adam Cole.
What if
switch.
Zack Ryder went to NWA?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, they gotta
No.
get some star power on there.
Yeah, Chad Kerwin says NXT was better. Anaconda Vice Rusev should go to AEW. Everybody should go to AEW.
Yeah, everyone should. We're going to AEW.
It's like everybody should do shrooms one.
Oh yeah,
So,
we'll be there in Charlotte.
I'm
What was it, November 6th?
Yeah.
I'm really glad that Chad Kerwin is on the board here because he's the one person that said NXT was better. I think if you were to take a bunch of the storylines out and just go match to match, yeah, NXT probably wins easily.
Yeah.
But the storylines, the implication, the product that AEW put out tonight, it's tough to compare the two. I'm trying to think real quick if there was anything else I missed in my notes.
I really like the commentary team, Shivani Ross and
They did.
Excalibur.
That's what I have in my notes that I didn't read. They were so much better than last week.
yeah.
What's that?
The commentary team.
Ross, Excalibur.
Oh
and
yeah,
Shivani.
they were noticeably better.
So much better. They didn't have dead air or awkward pauses or. It felt like 10. Why is Jack crying or
Wow.
Rick crying?
Wow.
Why is his name Jack?
Yeah, hand your card over.
I was talking about.
Is that his real name?
I was actually talking about
Is that his
Jim
real
Ross
name?
messing up and calling Jake
Jack.
and I ended up calling Rick Jack.
Oh.
No, you're a Dick Jack.
What's his real name?
Dick Jack.
His real name Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln?
Yeah, that's
Drew Lincoln.
Is he a vampire hunter?
I don't know. He should be.
He's Australian, eh?
Is he Australian?
I think he's a Kiwi.
Is he not
A Kiwi?
Irish like
No,
Teddy Two Stone
Kiwi's
Heart?
New Zealand.
I think he's a Kiwi.
Kiwi's New Zealand.
That's New Zealand.
I'm not disagreeing with
Oh.
you.
Is Rick?
I'm saying
So
I
he's
think
from New
a
Zealand?
I think
So he's not from
So
Australia.
Andrew Lincoln's a Kiwi?
No.
I could be
He
wrong.
throws a boomerang.
I fucking
Is he a
don't know.
marsupial?
Go grab. What? He's
when,
a marsupial.
When he was a baby, was his name Joey?
Wait.
Yeah.
Siri.
Hey, Teddy, don't give Chad shit for his opinion. I like it. It's not terrible.
What's his name? Rick Knox? No. Who? Rick Grimes? Rick Grimes.
We got any more wrestling?
Yeah, right. This is final thoughts. We're winding the show down. Go to markedoutgear.com. You can get the All Elite shirt that I'm wearing, which is now the bestseller. Or you can get the former bestseller, the Monday Night DVR that Brian had.
Or you can get some of the kick-ass signature shirts. I got a KO one. I'm trying to get another one.
Yeah, and we're going to be adding more and more as we go on. The signature series is kind of fun. I think we're even adding well, no, I'm not going to say it in case we don't do that.
Smart.
Yes.
Don't forget about collarandelbowbrand.com. Go there, 10% marked out, all one word, marked out
Both
10%
websites.
off.
You can save 10% with the
Absolutely.
promo card marked out.
Christmas
all one
is
word.
coming, man. Come on.
Yeah, and we got onesies, beanies for the winter. So, I mean, there's stuff on there. We're adding more and more stuff.
Onesies, twosies, threesies, mugs. We got fucking everything.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
We even have a kickball team shirt on there. I mean, you got to check that out.
We do. Yeah.
Teddy, I forgot this earlier. I want to play it.
Oh man, I have no idea what's
Oh, thanks for playing my song.
Kangaroos and koalas are filing discrimination suits against Rob right now. Against Rob? I figured it would me. I'm the one that always says stupid
because
stuff.
I called Andrew Lincoln a marsupial.
Oh,
or Joey.
I missed that part.
A Joey.
A Joey.
A baby
Good eye.
kangaroo. Brian, you got anything to close us out on?
You know what? This is my secondary winner. Secondary winner. Fucking Master P. Right? I think we
Make him
briefly
say,
spoke about it before, but Master P fucking bought House of Glory Wrestling, the Queens-based
Are we going to
promotion.
cover that in our dark match?
Yeah, I think this is the dark match.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently now they're They are now owned by Master P, who
it makes sense
hopefully
that he
brings
would be
back.
involved in wrestling because the recent Street Profits shirt looks like he designed it.
It does. All I want to see is
That makes no sense.
I want to see. No, it
It
really
looks like a
it
No
looks
Limit
like a
album
No
Well, it
cover.
does
Limit
look like.
album
Yeah.
cover.
Okay.
That
fine.
makes absolute sense.
Actually, Dawkins even referenced it on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to hide that.
what was I about to say?
Master P.
Oh, Master P.
House of Glory. Hog.
All I want to see is Mystical in a match.
Bring back the No Limit Soldiers.
Yeah.
Or what was the? Oh no, that was Wu-Tang.
Watch yourself.
What was that? The
Show me
video
what
game.
you're working with.
The video game.
There was the video game. It was wrestling, but it was like it was hip
Pro
hop.
wrestling.
No.
Starman?
It was like almost like in the vein of like
Oh,
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat, but it was like
Yeah, they had like rap
Hip-hop.
stars. They had some hip
it
hop.
was like rappers and
Yeah,
stuff.
Never
like
heard about this.
Yeah,
It's not-
Redman was in there. I
Not
think, like,
Shaq Fu.
Was Biggie in it?
oh, what the name
Not
was that
Biggie.
game?
He was
Tupac?
already. He was already gone. No, they were already gone.
There's a Creep Show remake. I have not seen it.
Oh, I'm totally down for that.
I have watched the Banana Splits. Halloween time is coming. You need to check that
My
shit out.
daughter's having nightmares about the
Is it on
the
Netflix?
commercials.
Oh, it's so fucking gory. Do
Yeah.
not let your kids watch it. It is. I know it's the Banana Splits. It's
Yeah.
not for the faint at heart. The board is talking about baseball. Baseball's boring.
Hey, my final thought is that it's fun being a wrestling fan right now. It's good to be excited about and talk about
Amen.
stuff. It feels good to not have to shit on something because it's so worthy of shitting on.
Well, that's what Mondays are for.
Right. Monday's going to get all of our negative aggression, our negative kudos out, so we can be happy and positive on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm done.
We also have to figure out the balance of watching both of these shows. Figure that fucking.
Well, we also
Well, no,
have to
we-
figure out
math
how we
out.
can change all the fucking clocks
I
in
got-
your world so that you show up at a on
Recent time. Yeah. Recent time. I got
You know, two shows start at 8. It's hard enough to get them done by 10:30.
Yeah. I got the
Without your
rotation
late
down,
ass.
Brian.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
How?
Rob had it on lock.
I had it on lock last week. I
Oh,
had that shit on lock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tried to do your
didn't even know that
fucking
I had-
whack-ass stream tonight, and
Yeah,
it fucked us all up.
Brian's going to fucking pirate sites, and
I'm
I'm like,
bringing my TV next
That's
week.
not true.
When I've got streaming,
That's not true.
When I've got streaming services that are recording the fucking thing.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Teddy's
Your
trying to get us
computer-
to bring up old hosts.
1,000% has AIDS.
Everybody has
Sorry.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Everyone
it was
has
worth it.
AIDS.
You have to watch La Femme Nikita.
All right, remember, we'll be reacting to the draft in the second half on Monday Night Rawsome. Come back, tune in then, what is it, 11:15, Rob? Or is it 11:20? We had a big argument.
11:05.
I think it's 4:20 in good old Ireland.
Oh, well, that's when Teddy will be always.
Right.
That's racist.
I know, but it's Teddy.
Oh, okay.
What? How is it racist?
He has no idea what's
Also,
going on.
Def Jam's fighting. Def Jam. That's what it was.
Oh.
It was just Def Jam.
We totally overthought, like, oh, it's, Shaq
Yeah.
Fu, Wu-Tang Clan.
Shaq Fu was a terrible game.
It was
Sorry, Shaq.
Kazam was a terrible movie. On that note, we've gotten way off topic here at the end, but that's when we kind of get loose and have some fun. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is Marked Out Podcast. We will be back on Monday with Monday Night Rawsome reacting to both SmackDown and Raw. Tune in then. We'll see you. Same Smart time, same Smart channel.
Turn it off, Adam. Fucking. What are you doing, man? Come on.
I don't know what he's doing.
Turn it off.
What are you doing,
What are you
man?
doing?
The promo thing at the end's
Turn
not
it off.
working.
Oh, my God.
Turn it
you're
off.
on the wrong screen,
Come on,
bro.
man. They're gonna hear you.
Did you hit this
What
one?
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What
You
the
did?
fuck?
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
You're so bad
What
at
are you
this,
doing?
Adam.
What
What's
are
your
you
problem?
doing?
Why is it
Brian,
not playing,
why do you
Brian?
sound like
What are
you're
you-
doing something that
You
you
have to
shouldn't
get
be
off
with me and Rob in the
I
studio?
don't know what you're doing right now.
I'm trying to get my
Doesn't it
voice
sound
to
like
go
he's
as
doing
high as
something
it
weird?
can.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know
Trying
what
to-
you're doing.
Who?
I couldn't get the music to play.
You're fired.
All right.
There you go. Are we still on?